Dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ, on the evening of Easter, the disciples were behind closed doors, afraid, confused, and uncertain about the future. Though they had heard that Jesus had risen, their hearts were still troubled. Into this fear, Jesus comes and speaks the first words, "Peace be with you." This is not just a greeting, but it is a gift. The risen Lord brings peace where there is fear, forgiveness where there is sin, and faith where there is doubt. Jesus does not rebuke the disciples for abandoning him. He does not question their weakness. Instead, he offers peace. This teaches us something powerful. God meets us not with condemnation, but with mercy, not with punishment, but with peace. Today, many hearts are like that upper room, closed by fear, locked by guilt, burdened by anxiety. Jesus still comes and says, "Peace be with you." This peace is not the absence of problems, but it is the presence of Christ. After giving peace, Jesus gives a mission. Whose sins you forgive are forgiven them. Why does Jesus connect peace with forgiveness? Because without forgiveness, there is no peace. Without mercy, the hearts remain restless. We often ask, why don't I feel God's peace? The answer may be, we are holding grudges, we refuse to forgive, we are carrying wounds. Forgiveness is the door through which peace enters. Jesus breathes on them and says, "Receive the Holy Spirit." This is very important. The Holy Spirit is given in the context of forgiveness. Forgiveness opens us to God's grace. When we forgive, our hearts become free. God's Spirit fills us. We are healed and renewed. But when we refuse to forgive, we block the grace of God. We remain spiritually dry. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is divine power. Thomas was not present the first time. He doubted. "Unless I see, I will not believe." A week later, Jesus comes again just for Thomas. Notice, Jesus understands doubt. Jesus does not reject Thomas. Jesus invites him. "Touch my wounds." Thomas then makes the greatest profession of faith, "My Lord and my God." This is a turning point. From doubt to faith, from distance to intimacy. Jesus says, "Blessed are those who have not seen and yet believe." That is us. We have not seen Jesus physically, but we hear his word, we experience his mercy, we receive him in faith. Faith is not blindness, it is trust. There was a man who carried deep anger toward his brother for many years. They had stopped speaking. Though he prayed daily, he felt no peace. One day during a retreat, the priest said, "If you want God's mercy, first give mercy." Struggling inside, the man finally decided to call his brother. With tears, he said, "I forgive you. Let us begin again." That moment changed everything. Later, he shared, "For the first time in years, I felt peace in my heart, as if a heavy burden was lifted." That is the power of forgiveness. That is the work of the Holy Spirit. So, dear brothers and sisters, today the risen Jesus stands among us and says, "Peace be with you. Receive the Holy Spirit. Forgive and be forgiven." Let us ask ourselves, is my heart open or closed? Am I holding on to unforgiveness? Do I believe even without seeing Him? Like Thomas, let us come to Jesus and say, "My Lord and my God." And as we receive divine mercy, let us also become instruments of mercy. Peace comes from Christ. Forgiveness brings Holy Spirit. Faith leads us to life. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.